One of the great takeaways from my session was that most people, the vast majority, are up for radically different ways of doing learning. And my basic thesis is that there's old learning and development and there's new learning and development. Old learning and development has basically had it. It's siloed, it's unaligned, it's catalogue based, it collects stupid metrics, it's uninspiring, and most people are bored with it. New learning is exactly the opposite. It's based on need, it's business aligned, it's a combination of social learning, informal learning, knowledge management and other more formal pieces of learning, and it's bringing it together in a blend, respecting the learner, i.e. is it good enough for the learner will tell you, respecting the learner, i.e. they are not daft, they can do things themselves, they don't have to be spoon-fed, you have to enable them, and bring into the learning things like emotion, commitment, behaviour, all of the things that can be wrapped around any kind of learning so that you're building an identity in the workplace and not just delivering knowledge, which most people will ignore or forget anyway. So 3 bits, know, do, be. That knowledge is critical, you need to know things, but you also need to be able to do things. But doing things like competence drives me crazy. Doing things is all right, but just because you can do something doesn't mean you will do something. And the final point has to be about being, behaviour. It's about what people do regularly and automatically and the way they behave in the workplace, not just telling someone that they're competent. That's not going to have any impact. So basically we modelled a new learning dynamic in an organisation and tried to work out what sort of elements we could bring in. Now, including things like Facebook. If you've got a massive, great firewall, you can build Facebook into learning. You can build LinkedIn, you can build Twitter into learning. But the key thing is to make it exciting. And the one word people get coming back, give us some wow and give us some emotion. Make it feel great, not just okay, and not, or even worse, not just boring. So that's what we were talking about, and I think we had a good time. I had a good time, and I listened for quite a lot of the time to what people had to say, and I always like listening.